Oh my goodness. Is it really that time? Look who's beside us. Let's
You
get it.
spotted a wild Matt. Throw your
Let's get it.
Pokeballs.
The Sportz Nuts are back.
You are now listening to the Sportz Nuts.
You know, it's so funny you're there smiling, Matt. Every time you see Bronny James's dunk is when you laugh.
Man, but
Guys, welcome everybody to yet another fantastic episode of the Sportz Nuts. We are so thrilled that you are spending the next 90 minutes with us. Hey, real quick, let's give a special shout out to everybody who is listening on 95.5 KFCE, TigerNation.live, and the other 8 radio stations we air on, as well as the now 43 countries. Yes, 43. We gained a new country today. Vietnam apparently likes us. But thank you all to reaching out to us. It really does mean the world that you're entrusting us. Also, we want to give a special shout out. You know, this is really exciting for us. I have a very good friend. His name is Bobby with Kalama Cuisines, the newest sponsor of the Sportz Nutz. It is a paying sponsor. So congratulations to us on getting a new sponsor. But man, guys, we have such a fantastic episode. But ladies and gentlemen, can I get a holy moly moment right here? He is back. Yes, the person who told us, and I quote, I will be posting a lot more on social media and blah, blah, blah. And yet we have seen about that much on social media. But the guy who has missed all of every episode imaginable, Matt, welcome back. How did you enjoy spending $50 million down in Disney World?
Man, not only that, man, but prior to that, man, people forget. Yeah, Brandon forgets that, you know.
Brandon does not forget.
Brandon, that this virus I had called the COVID virus.
The vid.
Yeah, had the vid again, man. So I was out for a couple of weeks with the vid. And then, you know, had to go down, you know, Disney World, things like that. And also found out that, hey guys, I'm gonna be a new dad. You know, I got a son on the way. So finally get the you know, no more just girl dad. Sorry, Brandon, I had to leave you alone with the girl dad thing, but I got a son on the way, man. And so we're happy about that. We're excited about that as a family. And you know, in October, you know, it's gonna be lovely. But this last month has been a whirlwind, man. It's been crazy. I'm just glad today I've got things are able to kind of settle down. I'm kind of ready to get back into the fold of things, man. So happy to be here, man. Missed you guys, man. I was laughing because I haven't seen that intro in like 3 weeks, man. So you know, yeah, it's a good intro, man. Kudos to the maker of that intro as well.
I don't know who the heck that person is. Dang,
he's nice.
It's nice. Somebody who knows how to show up to work on time. I'm just saying.
Hey, man.
Hey. Shane, man, happy Monday. We made it. We got a real treat in the Masters, back-to-back champions. How was your weekend?
Oh man, it was great. Very beautiful weekend up here in the mountains. Not too cool, not too hot. Down into the 50s in the evening, mid 70s during the day. What we're kind of looking at, maybe 80 or so in this coming week, but
Lovely.
definitely beautiful weather up here. A great weekend to just watch some sports and sit back and relax. But man, other than that, man, I hate to steal an honorable mention if this is one of yours, Matt. But y'all were talking about that Bronny dunk in the beginning. Shout out to Bronny and LeBron being the first father-son duo assist team, in the stat column in the history of the NBA. So definitely, I will shout out that one, and I'm sorry if I stole it from one of y'all, but y'all brought it up. I had to bring it up myself. But hopefully everybody's doing great, and man, ready to get into this episode. We got a bunch of great topics to discuss with everybody out there watching and listening.
Bite that tongue, Matt. You're not gonna say it. Don't say Ronnie. Don't say LeBron. I know
I'm
you
not.
want to.
All I'm gonna say is shout out to Bronny James for dropping the 11
I knew
points.
it. I wasn't gonna say anything about Brian James. You just did. Whatever.
Having a good solid game. Definitely gonna be a good solid rotational piece for them next year. So,
Oh yeah.
Y'all.
hey, Brandon, the kid is playing exceptionally well with the limited minutes.
Get that 3 points a game. Woof, man.
Hey man, he's shooting, he's hitting his shots, he's making the right pass, he's playing good defense. Brandon, the kid is solid. The kid is solid, man. And we'll see next year when he gets about 20 minutes or so a game, he's going to be a really, really important cog in that engine because Lakers ain't going to have nobody left.
This is a
whole team down right now.
I'm letting you know, guys, this is not the last comic standing, but apparently Matt thinks this is because we're talking to jokes. We have jokes already about.
No. You're going to eat your words. About 2 seasons ago about talking about Bronny James in a negative light. So we're going to eat those words. I'm going to make sure of it.
Hey, I want to let everybody know also, if you are watching right now, the WNBA draft is on. So I want to say congratulations to all the future female professional athletes that are about this. They're going to be the first draft class of the new CBA, as well as this is the first time we see two additional teams in the WNBA. It's the Toronto Tempo and the Portland Fire. The number 6, the number 7th pick in this draft. So really excited about that one. Guys, here is what we have lined up for you tonight. Don't mind, we have kids in our neighborhood here. We have a new NCAA champion, but it's not what you think. It will explain to you what that means in just a minute. Matt doesn't even know this, so but we'll talk about that in just a minute. Texas A&M has one of the best ways to get into the minds of their opponents. Real quick, does everybody know what that is? If you do, that's right. Don't say what it is. Just pay attention to what Shane's doing. We'll talk about that in a minute. And also got me thinking, what other schools have great ways to get into the heads of their opponents? It has to be college. It cannot be any sports, but it has to be, more specifically, has to be college baseball, because there is a lot of great traditions there. What a Masters. We saw a field really get going. We saw such a rare occurrence happen. It's now officially been done 4 times. What is it? We'll talk about this in a minute. We were going to have our guy, John from the Pitch Crew, come on and talk to us, but he actually has to do some things around the house, and it's okay. One of the coolest things happened last night. Rich Eisen did a throwback classic Sports Center, and it aired even with the old music, the old graphics, and it was pretty, actually, I loved it. So it got me thinking, okay, I want you guys to also give us your 4 favorite This Is Sports Center commercials. There's a lot of good ones out there. I run out of fingers toes. We will have Shane's sports story. Matt has a sports story. Matt better have a sports story because he hasn't been with us in gosh knows forever. Ben, who will be joining us momentarily, also has a sports story. I have a sports story. And then is our favorite subject to talk about. Yes, it is the honorable mentions, where we now give you 2 to 5 sports stories that the mainstream media doesn't cover enough of, or they just don't cover. But you know what we do, because again, we're the Sports Nuts, where we're nuts about sports. All right, let's dig into it. We have a new NCAA champion, but it's of the Frozen Four. God, there was actually really good games there. So first off, does everybody know what the Frozen Four is? Matt, do you know what the Frozen Four is?
Yes, it'll be the Final Four of college hockey.
That's right. There were 4 teams. Shane, can you tell us who the 4 teams were?
I know it was Wisconsin, Michigan, and Denver, and I believe we talked about it. What was it, North Dakota or North
Yep.
Dakota State? Just
North Dakota. North
right?
Dakota, in theory, was actually hosting, even though it was being held in Las Vegas. It was sponsored by North Dakota. Yes, those are the Frozen Four. It is the NCAA version of college hockey. Well, Denver knocked off the number 1 overall seed in Michigan in the semifinals, and they took on Wisconsin for the champion. This is what's really cool. This period, I mean, this game was kind of like till the end, but the third period, that's when it really got exciting. And Denver came away with the national champion. This is what's really cool also, by the way, y'all. Denver has the most national champions ever in Frozen Four history with 11. This was their 11th national championship. They just surpassed Michigan, who Michigan has 9 national champions.
What was it? 3 out of the last 5?
Yeah, 3 out of the last 5. It's actually a crazy stat. So there are actually some other schools. Now, a lot of schools have hockey, but they're more of like intramurals. But there are schools that are going to transition from intramural to actual collegiate hockey. The schools are Clemson, South Carolina, which you guys know there are 2. Both those schools do have a team. Oregon, University of Georgia. Matt, your school, Georgia Tech, has Utah Valley, University of Tampa. Yes, Tampa actually has a rich history in sports in general, and they are going to transition up. So it got me wanting to ask you, what schools would you guys like to see next in college hockey? And then also, I want to know what you guys thought about the overall match between Denver and Wisconsin. So since Shane watched it, Matt didn't. Shane, we'll go to you first.
Actually, I did watch it. Actually,
Well, he's got a little bit more in it than me, so we'll let him go first because I really didn't watch it, but I paid.
See.
All right, well, Matt, go ahead.
You see that? But nah, man.
What did you think between Wisconsin and Denver?
Classic championship game here, man. I mean, Wisconsin, they struck early and controlled most of the game. And Denver stayed patient. Man. On the third period, that third period comeback goal, man. That's kind of what sparked Denver kind of staying ahead. But also, man, you have to give it up to their elite goaltender.
Yes.
What's his name? The most outstanding player, Johnny Hicks.
Yeah, Johnny Hicks,
man.
Freshman.
Yeah, Johnny Hicks, man. I mean, elite goaltending, guys. I mean, shots that probably would have went in, or shots that Wisconsin probably would make in their sleep.
Do you know what his record was this season? Is insane.
What's that?
16-0-1.
That's crazy.
That's
crazy,
insane.
man. That's crazy. That is crazy. We're talking about what's that?
You don't see you rarely see NHL hockey goalies go 16-0-1, but daggum.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, Denver just came out. Denver played like they've been there before. They played like they knew how to handle the pressure. Again, Wisconsin struck early. Wisconsin had the lead for most of the game. So you got to give a shout out to Denver, and you got to give a shout out to Denver's defense as well.
What schools would you like to see next on the college hockey realm? Now, look, Georgia Tech and Georgia, they are intramurals. They are moving up already. But what other schools would you like to see move into the realm of college hockey?
I would like to see a college or a school that nobody would really expect from that particular place. So maybe somewhere in Texas, maybe something like that. Just a place where Arizona, with the heat lately, man, and everybody's shoes melting to the street in Arizona. Maybe someplace where the kid that loves hockey and can't really play it because there aren't a lot of hockey rinks or hockey arenas around. They can play, man. So maybe something like that. I grew up in Jersey, man, and hockey's everywhere. I mean, we all play hockey.
Yeah, Rutgers has got a pretty prominent footprint in the world of hockey.
Yeah, we've even played hockey on the street. We've done it all, man. So to see a place that hockey is not really prevalent like that would probably be good.
what about you, Shane? What was your overall thoughts of the national championship between Denver and Wisconsin? And also, what other schools would you like to see join the realm of college hockey?
Man, I can tell you that Denver Wisconsin game was good, but that Denver Michigan game might have been even better. Uh, what was it? The clock ran out as they were putting the puck into the net in overtime.
Yeah, it's like
The
3/10 of a.
overtime.
It was insane.
Yeah. So definitely the Frozen Four, lived up to the hype, if not, put more people on this year. Which I mean, we see it a bunch now with all the different outlets that we can see, but sports in general, a broad range of sports is available at everybody's fingertips to see, and it's great to see competitive matchups no matter what they are. I mean, I know I've told everybody here in the past, me and my dad, I mean, if there's a competitive game of tiddlywinks going on the TV, we'll get into it. I mean, we were talking about the pop darts competition on ESPN Ocho the other day. So
the what? The what?
You
the
heard
pop
him.
darts.
The dart?
The pop darts where they shoot
No.
them on the table. Go look it up. It's fun to watch, and it's a very, very great game for anybody. You can play it indoors. It's about you can basically take ESPN Ocho and go to a everyday person kind of sport. What slippery stairs, pop darts, cornhole.
You can make anything a sport nowadays.
Pickleball. I mean, it's all everyday person's kind of sports channel now. But yeah, pop darts. Go in there and watch it. It's pretty interesting and it's pretty fun to play. But getting back to what we were talking about originally, man, is a great Frozen Four put on this year. Definitely with the games that Denver was involved in, being overtime thrillers, one to go to the championship, one to win the championship. Definitely great to see. But man, as you were mentioning, there's a lot of teams that are coming up. A bunch of Southern teams that you had mentioned. One that I believe has an intramural division, and I believe it's like South Carolina, Clemson. This team, Coastal Carolina, out of Conway, South Carolina, right next to Myrtle Beach. So definitely you wouldn't think of ice hockey at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. But
that's where they get you the most, is where it happens where you don't think it most possible. It'll happen.
But you kind of see that, especially with the prevalence of the Carolina Hurricanes in the Raleigh area. I could see NC State definitely getting a team. And I would say look at that at other colleges, like say Charlotte. They have a semi-pro team there. You look at all these other cities that have semi-pro teams, at colleges that would be looking to branch out into the sport, and I think that you can put a probability that will be a sport there in the coming future for that program.
Oh yeah, and look, it's hockey. Hockey is a lot of fun. 1 second, Portland Fire is about to make their first ever selection in the WNBA, and UCLA is on record to blow out the most consecutive picks.
Well, they projected 6 in the
right now. Their number is
round.
The 7th pick. Yeah, they're projecting 6. It is Ayana Martin Carrion from Spain. Okay, congratulations to Portland. Yes, 6 first-round picks are lining up for the WNBA's teams with regards to getting UCLA players. That's pretty big, because it used to be 5, so now it's 6. So congratulations on that one. So I will tell you this too, guys. Hockey is a signature staple in my household. It always is. My daughters like watching hockey. It's just something about it. And when Denver scored that first goal to tie it against Michigan, and then they took the lead again, they won against Michigan. That was insane. I screamed. I was like, oh my God, it wasn't crazy. And then I'm texting you guys at the same time, like, man, this is a heck of a game going on. And than Denver does again, which I don't know if you know this too, Shane and Matt. Denver and overtime in the Frozen Four or national championship games go hand in hand. Literally, every national championship they've won in the last 3 out of the last 5 have all resulted in them going in overtime.
Yeah,
Wow,
Every one of them,
that's crazy.
Which is crazy, and it's every one. So congratulations to the University of the Pioneers winning their 11th national championship in Frozen Four NCAA history, but they're third in the last 5 years. Big one. All right, so Texas A&M has by far one of the best ways to get in the heads of their opposing teams. Shane, show everybody what that is real quick. Show everybody the motions. What it is, guys, is, and Matt, have you seen it happen before too?
Yep.
They go ball 4, ball 4.
They start after 4.
Yep, and then they go ball 5, ball 6, ball, and they will do it until the either the opposing pitcher either gets a strike or actually just do it until they get a strike. Really, what it is, it's really and it
strike or the ball's in play.
Yeah, and it's always worked. It gets in the minds of every player. It's pretty cool to see. I love it when they showed on TV. Texas just had the unfortunate privilege of watching it happen just recently with them, and got to ball 7, and then the guy hit a base hit. But it was still pretty cool to see. So it got me thinking: how many schools that you guys know in college baseball have even better? Oh, Flau'jae Johnson is going to the Golden State Valkyries. Congratulations!
What number she got drafted?
She got drafted number 8 to the Golden State Valkyries. Congratulations to her, indeed. But how many schools have better, or actually just in general, great ways to get into the minds of the opposing team? So I'm going to start with you, Shane. How many have you gotten the privilege of seeing in person or experiencing live? And who is it that did it?
It's kind of, with baseball, other than those chants and stuff that kind of relegate with the fans, more so than anything. When it comes to baseball, you really think of kind of the team and kind of the rallies for the team. Seen that plenty of times in the college game. Clemson used to do a bunch of stuff back in the early 2000s, taping up bats a certain way. It was just all the little idiocracies that go along with the superstitiousness of a baseball player, I guess you could say. But definitely, you think about it, and Virginia Tech does it for most all their big moments. Enter Sandman, Mariano Rivera, Enter Sandman coming in for the Yankees was kind of iconic. So it kind of gets in the heads of the players. There's a lot of different things around, but man, the one thing I can tell you about that Texas A&M baseball game is, boy, I just sat back and looked at the stadium in general. I mean, they have a 3-tier outdoor seating platform around the left and right field foul lines. Man, it's just amazing, and it's amazing the people that they pack in there. I mean, I know compared to Kyle Field, it's really small in comparison, but definitely one of the bigger college baseball stadiums out there. And I believe LSU has one of the great home advantages with the size of their stadium. And as we saw this weekend, be it online, I forget who LSU was playing, but they were winning, and a fan might have partook a little bit too much and got something thrown on them, and then kind of
that.
But definitely the fans really do make a great atmosphere like that. So definitely, you think of the larger stadiums, especially in the SEC. I mean, you're pushing 20,000 fans at some of these baseball stadiums.
It's insane.
So
That's
I mean,
an insane number.
that's insane. When you talk about some MLB stadiums only hold like 37 to 40,
Yes.
I mean,
I mean, heck, there's
you
some games
really
that they only
talk
hold
about
like
something.
500 people too. So I mean, that's pretty
Yeah.
impressive.
And you talk about what else other than A&M's in College Station.
Yeah, that's true.
So definitely, yeah. But it's great to see, man. It's definitely, it was a great weekend to be out watching sports. I think around the nation in general.
Absolutely, it was. Matt, what about you? Have you ever gotten the chance to experience something like what they do at Texas A&M with the ball five? And they do it. They don't stop until either the team gets a strike or a ball goes in play, but they will go I mean, it's constant and the whole stadium does it. It's really cool how they do. And then there was one time I remember watching it. They got to like ball 12 and literally both does the whole arms and it's the entire stadium was doing this. It was pretty cool to see. Have you ever gotten the chance to experience something similar?
Yeah, I have. I mean, like I said, I've been to a Georgia Tech a couple of Georgia Tech baseball games, and what I hear from a lot of people in the crowd is like, I can't believe how close the students are to the field. So like, that makes it easier for opposing pitchers to get rattled because literally, like the students are like they're right there, and like not in their face, but they're right there. So that as far as me. I've been to a Florida Gators. I've been to a Florida Gators baseball game before too. I know they have their fans like directly behind the opposing dugout. Mm-hmm. So man, that kind of gets on their nerves. A lot of times you see the players just looking back like this, just looking back at the fans. So those are the two that I kind of been able to experience. But
yeah, who was it? I don't know, Matt, if you and Brandon know, but this year somebody moved their visiting bullpen, like kind of right there by the student sections in the outfield, and it was a big deal at the beginning of the season.
I think it's Florida State, actually.
I don't know. I mean, I want to say it might be closer than that to kind of us here, but I remember seeing that story where they moved them like right there by them. It was ridiculous how close the fans, and those were the cheaper seats, so those are normally the rowdier seats.
Yep.
Boy, is that ever true too, though. The cheaper ones are the rowdier ones. Absolutely. I've gotten the chance to experience. I've been to Les Murakami and watched a baseball game. That's pretty cool. They do the Hawaii 5-0 theme quite often, and it's pretty cool. But so Matt, you haven't had the chance to experience this. Shane, I'm sure will soon, because they play the Asheville Tourists. But the Hub City Spartanburgers, the newest single A affiliate here in the upstate of South Carolina. And it's so funny
that's about just as close down the road for me, depending on the traffic too.
But what's funny you say that the obnoxious ones. So Hub City Spartanburger fans, the Spartanburg in general, they have some pretty rowdy and obnoxiously anxious fans. And every time they go and they've hyped this up to be a big rival between Greenville and Spartanburg, obviously, because they're like 35 minutes away from each other. Maybe 45-minute run drive. I don't know exact distance, but so they try to make it hype up as it's a big rival. Well, these fans are so obnoxious that they will scream the entire time that any of the Greenville drive players are up. It actually to the point where it's kind of deafening. So there are definitely it has continued in with the minor leagues that you see. You're going to have obnoxiousness anywhere. Absolutely, you're going to have it anywhere, but. It was really cool to get.
I used to love it. I used to love it being a catcher back there and getting kind of the rowdy fans back there. Ump might give a call here or there. And you and the ump can sit there and talk and joke about it, but these fans, boy, they'll be getting upset. And then also it comes down to a competitive ball game. And everybody's really into it, man. It just makes the moment. If you've got a competitive team, you're going to see moments like that. And as you mentioned, any tradition that they have is going to be magnified tenfold because of that, because they're in contention and doing good.
Traditionally, with a lot of rivals. Matt,
everybody shows up to them games.
Darn straight, they do. You do. You absolutely. You could have the absolute crapshoot of a season, but when it comes to your ILUS, best believe they're going to sell out every single time. Matt, you know this with the Atlanta Falcons chants in New Orleans, the Hoodats and whatnot. You have all sports have great competitive rivals. Let's just put it that way. And it's just something about when you see, you're at a college baseball game and your fans start going ball 5, ball 5, ball 6, ball 7. They do it the whole time. It's kind of like loud, but it's awesome. I love it. It's so much fun. Trey just said, I went to a Spartanburgers playoff game and a senior woman was yelling flip flop instead of cussing. You get some crazy things out there. I love it. All right, let's go to the next topic. What a Masters. We saw a field really get going. We saw Rory do something that only 3 others beforehand have ever done, which was be back-to-back champions of the Masters. And there was a real cool moment there when he only needed to do a 2-putt because Cam Young wasn't going to win. And oh my God, when you saw Rory almost make it on that par saving shot, and he just kind of giggled like, I can't believe it just stopped just short of the hole, was pretty remarkable. This obviously is going to solidify him. He was already a future Hall of Fame, but this is going to solidify him because, I mean, again, not very many people have ever won back-to-back Masters. And in fact, he is the first person to do it since Tiger Woods did it in 2001 and 2002. Just really excited about this. So it wanted me to ask you, Matt, what were your overall impressions of the Masters? And, obviously you got to see something that we have not gotten to see very much in our lifetime with Rory repeating as a back-to-back Masters champion. But what was your overall thoughts on this year's Masters?
Man, I can't believe McIlroy won despite bogey in that final hole, man. It pretty much came down to the wire. Like you said, first repeat winner since Tiger Woods back in 2001, 2002. This will be Rory's second straight green jacket.
Yep.
Back-to-backs, 6 major title overall. But let's not, man. Scotty Scheffler almost took it, man. He made a late Sunday charge. Birdie's on the back 9. Finished just 1 shot short. Nearly forced the playoff. People don't really understand how close this was. He nearly forced the playoff. It was one of the tightest margin finishes in years, man. So, the best from what I saw, man, there were hole-in-ones for multiple players, including McIlroy and Rose.
That's another question. What do you think, Matt, is it going to take for Justin Rose to get that proverbial monkey? Folks, in case you don't know, he's been runner-up like 5 times, and he's come just so short like 8 times in general. What do you think is
three times second, 3 times in the top 5 other than that?
It's insane. What can get us back?
The same way those people got over us on Tiger Woods, man, from Rory and Scheffler not to compete. I mean, to be honest with you, for these guys not to compete, man. I mean, it's just the time. It's like you could say it's just like when, and I'm not putting Rory up there with this guy, but it's like when Jordan was in the league. Look at people who didn't get rings because Jordan was in the league. Barkley, Ewing, those people didn't get that. LeBron in the league, people who didn't get rings. Chris Paul. I mean, there's just so many people, man. It just is what it is, man. But I tell you what, Justin Rose is happy anyway, man, because I think he got about maybe $1 or $2 million for even competing anyway. So I know Rory,
he got 4.5 million,
4.5, which is a record payout, man. And Scheffler got 2.4 million. But so I'm pretty sure even though they lost, he might not get a Masters, or he might not get a green jacket. His wallet will be looking very nice.
What did you think of the whole thing, Shane? I mean, you saw it. There was a lot of great golf. We saw Rory take absolute control, or we thought was control, after taking a 6-stroke lead, the largest lead ever in Masters going into the weekend. But what were your overall thoughts on this Masters tournament?
Well, it was very interesting this year, to say the least. There were times where it looked like the Augusta National of old, where where you couldn't get anything to stop on the green if you hit it flag deep. You had to hit under the hole and put back up the hill to have a chance to make a low number. But then
That's a great comment, by the way, Tyler.
but then again, you see it, and there were players able to stick it close and make those long shots that are normally bad, and extremely hard to make at the Masters, and hard to put on the green for eagle opportunities on these par fives. A lot of people were able to do it this week, and which kind of going into the weekend, everybody was kind of compacted. Rory was out there. If it wasn't for that 6-shot lead going into the weekend, definitely would not have seen a back-to-back champion this year, for sure. But then again, also I'm in the mindset as Cameron Young can win the big major tournament as long as he's not in the final pair. Every time it seems like he's been in contention and been in the final pair here lately, he's just kind of, not really showed up. He played good and stayed up there, but there's just another level that you got to go to when it comes to majors and everything else, and that's why you see these elite golfers up there year after year. I mean, what is this, Scotty's 6th straight year finishing in the top 10, if not the top 8 in the Masters. You see this elite level talent always finish up top. Yes, Justin Rose has not won one, but he is still up there in contention. So definitely great to see. And I mean, Cameron Young, he still shot one over on a round with Rory at the Masters, going back to back with that crowd. Number 3 in the world. So don't look past him in upcoming majors, but definitely Augusta was great to see, and great to see all the swag that came out of Augusta this year. Definitely going to look at maybe when the sales go on about some of these hats, like the egg salad and all that kind of hats. They were pretty cool this year.
So I also want to clarify, because there was this one knucklehead who made a comment that said that Rory McIlroy had a 36-stroke lead in the Masters. I'm thinking, man, he must have been double eagling and acing every single hole. So, but it's the largest 6-stroke lead ever in a 36-hole run. That's what is real. So, if you are going to become a fan of golf, please make sure you mention the right things and not just spit things out. Just saying, because there are people who will absolutely correct you on those kind of comments on those things. But yeah, but I want to say this. Shout out to Rory McIlroy. I mean, what was really cool? Did you guys see he got to greet his daughter and everything? That was actually a really cool moment there. And his parents.
Did you see his mom's purse or bag?
Yes.
Had all the newspaper clippings. She had it made.
Yeah.
The newspaper clippings from last year when he won. and as they're hugging, you can see the picture of him kneeling down like that last year on the green from the bag. So it was pretty cool.
But I will say this also, guys, and I guarantee you probably agree. I hate that the Masters is over. It's always fun to watch the Masters, but it also leads us into believing that we're about to see some darn good golf going into the full spring and summer.
First major of the year. So yeah, we're about to see it. The Players kind of kicks it off. Look at I can tell you a very underrated tournament to look into is this week coming up with the RBC Heritage down there in Hilton Head. A great tournament, hard golf course, and really kind of kicks off the swing into the nitty gritty of the PGA season.
So let me ask you this, Matt. Give me your 2 bucket list golf courses that you would absolutely love to play before you die. And then I'm going to ask you the same question, Shane.
Oh, man. Of course, it has to be Augusta. It has to be Augusta. And the second one is probably gonna have to be Augusta too. I don't know, man. I just really want to play Augusta, man. You know,
Gary, I'm only here because of Matt. I'm only watching for Matt, even though he boycotts when I'm on your show.
Man.
Thank you, Matt. I love
and
it.
man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy every time he comes on. Something crazy happens. So,
Always.
but nah, man, you know, I'll catch him next time. But yeah, definitely Augusta. I think Augusta would be the main one, man. But also there's one up. I think they play it too. I think up here now.
There's one down the road from you.
Yeah, not Alpharetta, man. I want to play in that one too because I drive past it a lot. So, but definitely want to play on that one too. So, should be interesting.
What about you, Shane? Give me your 2 bucket list destination golf courses you'd like to play before you die.
Oh man, definitely. I mean, on any golfer's kind of list is gonna be Augusta. You know, albeit I'm probably gonna shoot a 220 something there.
I'll shoot 300. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be ridiculous. But definitely just to go there and say that you've played would definitely be, you know, one of those oh my gosh moments. Like you're gonna sit back, not just go to sleep that night that you played, but probably multiple nights for many years after that, dreaming about that time that you played Augusta. And other than that, man, I've got kind of like a toss up between so many different courses that I would love to go play, really. But I think one that I'm gonna say it would be an achievable goal for me to go play would be the Greenbrier
That's a good one.
up there in West Virginia. That definitely would love to go play that course. It's always amazing to see the conditions when they have the tournaments up there. So definitely would love to go play that one.
I would like to go play St. Andrews. And then of course Augusta. If you don't see Augusta, you're living wrong. But I would like to go play Pebble Beach as well. Yeah, I'd like to play Pebble Beach as well. Those would be two. Those would be the 3 that I would absolutely love to play before I die.
Now I can tell you wherever they played the Sony Open there in Hawaii.
Oh, that's Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, but
yeah, it's up at the North Shore.
Yeah, that's a beautiful course. So like, you know, sometimes if you feel bad on the weekend, just turn to the Golf Channel and look at some of the courses and some of the aerial views that they do, and you'll understand why a lot of people go out there and just relax.
Yep, absolutely. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I've had a long day. I had physical therapy. It's really taken a toll on me. All right, so one of the coolest things happened last night. Rich Eisen did a throwback classic Sports Center, even had the old school music and the graphics. So it got me wanting to ask each and every one of you, I want to know your favorite This Is Sports Center commercials. So I want you guys to give me your 4 favorite This Is Sports Center commercials. And we're going to start with Matt, because Matt is our Sports Center guru, just like I am with regards to these commercials.
All right, man. First, man, I gotta go with this one, man. It was LeBron James and Stuart Scott. LeBron James comes into the office, sits down, and he notices that his chair is funny. So he's like, "What in the world?"
Scott Van Pelt. That's Scott
it's
Van
a regular
Pelt.
office. I'm sorry, Scott Van Pelt.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's a regular office chair. So LeBron goes to the cubby next to him. And he's like, "Hey, Scott." And Scott's sitting on a throne.
Yeah.
He's sitting on a big king throne. LeBron's like, "Hey, man, did you see my chair?" And Scott was like, "No, haven't seen it.
Good luck finding it.
Hope you find it." And LeBron's like, "You sure?" "Yeah, man. Sorry, man. Good luck finding it." And then LeBron just goes back.
He's just in that old chair that's like broken and it barely rocks.
Yeah, he's like 6'8". He's like 6'8", man. Another one, man, was Scott Van Pelt, man. I guess the Big 3 had just got together with the Boston Celtics. Big 3 just got together.
Oh my God!
So they were going through nicknames with Scott Van Pelt, like the Musketeers, this and that. And Scott
3
Van Pelt
Musketeers.
Yeah. Scott Van Pelt was just like, just the Big 3. And then Kevin Garnett and all were like,
See, man, this is why I like him.
This is why I like him. He's professional. That's why I like him. That's a good one. Another one, man, with LeBron and Stuart Scott this time. You know, LeBron sitting there trying to fix his paper jam in the printer. And Stuart Scott's just watching him, shaking his head. And then Stuart Scott's like, "Chosen one, huh? He walks off. And one that was cool, man, was Peyton and Eli. They're walking down the hall with their
Oh my God, they're kicking each other and flicking each other in the ears.
Kicking each other, and then their dad looks back, and then they straighten up. Then they continue at it again, man. So those are some classic ones, man.
They don't make them the way they used to. That's for darn.
Nah, they don't, man. They turn them every week.
What about you, Shane?
Oh yeah, I remember. What was it? The Matumbo one. Where he was going around the office, they were throwing it in the trash
oh
can
yes,
and stuff like that. The Stone Cold Steve Austin, where he's sitting in the break room or something, and his back's hurting and stuff like that. And who is it? Scott Van Pelt, I think, comes in with the chair and gives
oh my God, he whacked him really hard.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, oh, that felt good. Give me another one. But man, I can tell you some of my favorites are the mascots ones. Like I forget who was it sitting in the cubicle there in Oregon, and they got the ducks out there on the water, and he's sitting there talking about. I think he's talking about how much noise they're making, and the ducks just sitting there at the door, like the Oregon ducks just sitting there like. Yep. Okay. But the mascot ones I always used to love that they had, and some of the ones. What was it? The NFL, and the MLB, the Pirates Club or something like that.
Yes.
That they did in one of the meetings. That was pretty cool to see. But Sports Center, man, they definitely kind of branded commercials to every sport that they kind of covered, which they aired at certain times, and then they just became famous because they were funny. Whoever wrote these "This is Sports Center" commercials back, late '90s, early 2000s.
They deserve an Oscar.
To the 2010s, definitely sign them back up and see what you can create with all this new technology and stuff that you got. Definitely be amazing to see, but definitely there, you talk about a Hall of Fame as far as commercials go. This is Sports Center's commercial bank has to be up there with any top collection of Saturday Night Live or anything else that you can think of as far as some clips from people.
Oh yeah, my first one that I think was one of my favorites. And do you guys remember? It was when Stuart Scott and Scott Van Pelt were they're doing this hype and stuff, getting ready to go to show, and then they unzip their jumper suits, and it's their actual like suits they're gonna wear. That was pretty good one. I like the mascot ones too, but my other one I like is when Stuart Scott had Chad Ochocinco in there talking about celebrations, and he's like, "Do the bacon." He goes, "Ha!" And he's like, "Boo, yeah!" And Chad Ochocinco says, "Ha ha, boo, no." That was a pretty good one. The next one is when the New Jersey Devil mascot goes in there and he presses the elevator with Jay Harris. And he goes going up and he goes like this and he goes and walks right back out. I love it. My last one, I think was the best one, is the Pittsburgh Penguins messing with the thermostat. They all kept turning, and there's this unwritten rule about men and thermostats for whatever reason. And they kept going and they changed that thermostat over and over. And I was dying laughing on that one.
What's that one when the guy was a baseball player came in, he had a young face, couldn't grow facial hair, and the guy was in there shaving. Was like, "Yeah, you see my mustache?" Yeah. But then one of the mascots walked out with
it was the Philly Fanatic. Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Oh man. Yeah, man. Hey, man, there's so many, man. So many.
Trey said it was fun to see the WWD Attitude Era wrestlers on there. The Stone Cold Steve Austin one was that was by far one of the funny ones. Do you remember also that they had it was the Philly Fanatic. He had borrowed somebody's clippers, and it had all the green fuzzy hair in it. And I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Scott or if it was Jay or SVP was like, "Did you use my razor?" And like, "Nope, don't know who to talk about. Don't need to talk about." And they asked the Philly Fanatic, "Did you?" And he goes, "Nope," but you clearly see the green hair on the razor.
God.
Yeah, I can remember the what was it? The Jimmy Johnson one with the NASCAR Cup trophy in the back, and
Oh
he's
yeah,
out
and
there
he's like
jackhammering the speed
yes,
bumps.
yes. And what did they say? He goes, who was he talking? Who was he talking? Jimmy Johnson was talking to. Who did he said? They said their names back and forth like they were pissed off at each other.
I'm not sure, but I mean that's been years ago.
Yeah, there's look. Jerry's made a comment about the performance enhancer commercial. That was yes. Do you remember when they had Albert Pujols on there and they're like machine, huh? And because he was like working late or whatever, and they're talking
The
about machine,
machine,
huh?
yeah,
And he,
the
and
machine.
the printer says almost got caught. Albert, and he goes, shut up. Like that. And then they had one of my favorite also was when LaDainian Tomlinson had his mask on and he's separating the mail. He's just throwing it in there.
Oh, yeah.
And they walk in there to get their mail, and it's like, this is none of my mail. Oh, I'm sorry. And he just
I remember the John Clayton one, man, when he was like, yeah, it's just supposed to.
Oh,
Hey, Mom, don't my segment.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
He does
Where
things all this
and then
time.
he takes off the snaps off the
And he, like,
tucks and
lets his
Uh-huh.
hair out and
playing
stuff.
drums.
But Brandon, that New Jersey Devil one was probably the funniest one of the funniest
That
ones of
was
all
pretty
time.
good because he was like
it's
going up.
down.
Nope.
He walked right
It was so funny. Oh my god, there's so many, and I like the one that. And it's funny you also said that about what you said, Matt, about the Eli and Peyton one. They just aired that today, actually, and I'm like, oh, that's
I know.
that's so,
I
brought it
saw
back
I
up.
saw that. I saw it today, man.
And they're showing each other, flicking each other in the ears. I'm like, God, do you remember back in the day when they actually did tours like this, back before COVID? It was, oh, God, we were treated to some really good. Hannah Storm made a remark once about a commercial too, and
Steve
she was
Irwin
in a-
wrestling the Florida Gator. Steve Irwin wrestling the Florida
yes,
Gator.
lean back. She's a beauty. Look at her. Oh my God, fans who are watching right now and who are listening, also let us know what this is Sports Center commercials you liked the most, because there's so many. That would be really cool if like one day we could just air all the Sports Center commercials, but we would get copyright. Yeah, we'd be copyright and then some.
There's probably some somewhere if you're out there watching. There probably is somewhere, so you can just go collect everything together in your own knowledge bank, which is your brain.
Yeah, exactly. Real quick, Atlanta Dream have selected Medina Akot. She's a 6'6" center out of South Carolina. It's the second straight center that they have drafted for the Atlanta Dreams. Congratulations to the Atlanta Dream. And there's only one player left now officially for UCLA to still be selected. So we're really eager on that one. Ben is here. All right, Ben. So we're talking about your favorite This Is Sports Center commercials. So I wanted you to give us your 4 favorite Sports Center commercials.
My 4 favorite Sports Center commercials?
Yeah, remember when like they would like, so an example was one where we were talking about is Jay Harris goes to an elevator and the New Jersey Devil mascot comes in there and Jay walks in and he goes going up and he goes like this and he goes, okay, he just walks out. Those kind of things. Those Sports Center commercials.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can think of 4. Now, if you were to ask me 4 Super Bowl commercials, oh, dude, I could rattle them off. But in terms of Sports Center, the one that really sticks out in my brain was I believe it was for college football. I think it was a college football commercial they did. I don't know, probably 10, 15 years ago now. It was when all the mascots are there working. All the mascots are there working in the office. And if I remember correct, I think they get in an all-out brawl. If I remember correct.
Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, that's the one that really sticks out in my brain.
God, see, I'm telling you guys, we could talk all day about Sports Center commercials. All right, Shane, you have a sports story to share with us. Go ahead, man.
Oh yeah, well, my sports story was kind of came to me. I was watching ball with my cousin Julian. We were watching softball on TV over the weekend, and noticed that all the SEC schools, no matter which kind of softball game we went to, they had a version of teal going on with their uniform. So knowing me, I did a little dive into that and found out it was All for Alex weekend in the SEC. They roll out their teal green uniforms to honor Alex Wilcox, who was a softball player for the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And in 2018, came out, was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Unfortunately, she did pass away in the summer of 2018, but they kind of the next fall session, all the coaches agreed to honor Alex in a way, and so they decided to wear teal and bring awareness to ovarian cancer. Alex was a great player at Mississippi State. Was also the first female athlete in Mississippi State history to have her jersey number retired. But with the cancellation of the 2020 season due to COVID, all 13 SEC teams at that time participated in 2021, and all actually won the sportsmanship award from the NCAA for doing that in honor of Alex. But they keep it going annually. It's great to see. Great to see a group kind of highlight a cause, which is great to see. And the hashtag "No One Fights Alone" goes with this weekend, and it's just something that I saw and kind of wanted to highlight. A little sports story that you don't really hear about.
Yes, and as Trey Davis just said, ovarian cancer is a tough one. Unfortunately, by the time it is detectable, it is already advanced, and that's very true. And ladies and gentlemen, this is just in right now as we speak. UCLA has set a record for the most picks by one school. The entire starting lineup of UCLA was drafted, and plus their sixth player. All six have been drafted. The Connecticut Sun just made their first pick in the draft ever, because you guys know this is their last season in existence. They were sold to the owner of the Houston Rockets. They will be bringing back the Houston Comets. We're really excited about them. We'll talk more about the WNBA the next episode, but really excited about that one. Matt, since you have not been with us, since the season's really started, what is your sports story, man? Other than the fact that you spent $50 million over the past week at Disney World.
Man, I'm thinking about taking another over to Disneyland this time.
Oh, this time you can spend $85 a bottle of water instead of $25 a bottle of water.
My sports story isn't kind of a story per se, but it's more so kind of a how do you call it? Like maybe prediction or whatever. As you guys know, the NBA playoffs are just right around the corner. We have the play-in starting on Tuesday between Miami and Charlotte, and then Portland and Phoenix for the West Coast. I kind of just wanted to kind of run through really quickly kind of these first round playoff games, man. We have some people don't really understand. We have some really good matchups here. Let me take it out to the West Coast. I think the Thunder, whoever they play, whether it's Portland or Phoenix, I think they'll go ahead and, as we know, the Thunder will probably cakewalk through that. The interesting one to me over here is going to be the Lakers and Rockets. The Lakers, because it's LeBron now. He doesn't have any help. Everybody's hurt. Luka's hurt.
They got Bronny. They got Bronny.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
We'll see. What you don't understand, Brandon, is you're going to see LeBron ramp it up, which he hasn't done all season. He's been on coasting all season, playing the kind of back fiddle to Reeves and
being a walker if he ramps it up too much.
Pretty much, man. But I think we're going to see LeBron elevate his game to another level in the playoffs, and he's going to give the Rockets everything and a lot to handle. I think the Rockets. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know, because KD is really the only one with playoff experience on that team.
I think the Rockets beat LeBron, and I think they beat him in 7.
I don't know. I think it's LeBron and Durant are going to cancel each other out, and it depends on the supporting cast. The Lakers supporting cast is a bit more seasoned than the Rockets supporting cast, because the Rockets supporting cast have better players. So I think that's going to be a matchup that we want to look out for. The Nuggets and Timberwolves too. The Timberwolves slipped a bit since Anthony Edwards got hurt, but I actually think Gobert will be on Joker. Man, Gobert, his length should cause a little bit of issue. But I think the Timberwolves are going to pull that one out, man. I think Timberwolves are going to pull that one out. And my dark horse for the West, man, it's hard to San Antonio Spurs. People forget. I don't even think Wemby plays 30 minutes a game. I think it plays like 28, 29 minutes a game. Where they're going to get a full force of Wemby in the playoffs, man. And whoever they play, whether it's the Suns or the Trailblazers or, whoever they play against, man, plays against them are going to get mollywopped pretty much. So, that's kind of those are kind of my picks for the West. For the East, real quick, because I know we're pressed for time. I think the Pistons, if they can get Cade Cunningham back healthy, man, and if they're playing Miami, I think the Pistons will win. But if they end up playing Charlotte, hey man, those Pistons might go down. They might go down because Charlotte's playing very, very, very well, cohesive basketball together. LaMelo, stop taking about 27, 28 shots a game. And he's playing like a real point guard now, man, getting his teammates involved first and then getting his when he needs to, learning how to turn it on and turn it off. That's the biggest thing for a point guard, especially a point guard that was known as a scorer coming up. Raptors and Cavs, that'll probably be the most, I'm not going to say most boring, but that'll be the most.
That'll be a 4-0 sweep.
Yeah, I don't know about that because the Raptors are pretty good. They don't have any bigs like that, but they're pretty good. You
got like the Donovan Mitchell sitting on the other side there.
Defensive scrappy series. That's what I said.
It's going to be one of those scrappy ones. It can go either way. It's a 4-5 game, and it can go either way. Yeah. So, whoever wins, I won't be surprised. You forget the Raptors have Brandon Ingram, who's going to get them about 20-something. They also have R.J. Barrett over there, too, that can get the buckets, man. And they got Scotty Barnes, who's their do-it-all all-star, man, this year. So, I mean, they got some good rotational bigs that they can come in for rebounds, man. So, excuse me. I don't know who's going to win that one. We'll see. You have the Celtics and whoever wins between the Sixers and Magic, pretty much, man. I see the Celtics taking that one easily.
Yeah,
but then I'm
waiting to hear this one.
We have the Knicks and the Hawks.
I think the Hawks win it in 6.
Yeah. You know what? It depends. It depends if the last 5 minutes.
Atlanta has owned New York all season. They're 3-1 against them the whole season.
But that doesn't mean anything with the playoffs. Playoffs is a whole different. It's a whole different sport. Playoffs is a whole different sport. Less fouls are called. It's more physical.
Go, Matt.
My thing is, in the last 5 minutes of the game.
Just for you, Matt.
What's that?
Bryce James might offer more to the Lakers than
excuse me. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, Trey Davis just took a perfect stab right at Matt. I love it for it. It was the best. All right, so we're pressed on time. Let's go to Ben's honorable mention. Goodness gracious, Ben, what is your sports story, please, sir?
Yeah. Well, as the news unfortunately broke today, for those of y'all that are, obviously avid sports people, we all probably heard the unfortunate news of Dick Vitale getting cancer for the 5th time. Just prayers and thoughts go out to him and his family. I don't know him personally, but just knowing what I know of him, that dude's a fighter, and I know he's not gonna quit without a fight. And he's already beat it 4 times, and with the help of the Lord, I believe he can beat it a 5th time. And my prayers go out to him, man. That's he's one of the best commentators of all time, regardless of sport. Honestly, you could probably make a case that he's top 3. Truly a great commentator, but also a great human being. The amount that he puts into charities, the amount that he puts into just cancer, the financing for funding for cancer research. He's truly a one of a kind human being.
Absolutely. This just in. It is official. There have been announcements for 2 expansion franchises. It has to be voted on for the WNBA Board of Governors. They are Miami and Orlando have been voted in. This is literally just coming on right now as we're talking. They have to be voted on officially by the WNBA Board of Governors. So Miami and Orlando will be getting a WNBA franchise. The Orlando Mystic, I think is what they were. They will be bringing them back. The the team that came real close was Charlotte. The Charlotte Sting. They have to wait another year, but just want to bring that to everybody's attention. Now comes everybody's favorite segment. It is the honorable mentions. By the way, thanks to Matt for making this. The honorable mentions. We give you 2 to 5 sports stories. Why does Shane always have sunglasses on? But that we will cover that the mainstream media doesn't cover. Sports Nuts.
Because that
Shane getting those sunglasses on.
That's his signature.
My first honorable mention. Shout out to the Atlanta Hawks, Matt. For the first time in over 6 years, they are not finally in the play-in. Yes, they're poised to take on the New York Knicks. Matt, they could even win the first round. I'm still saying the Hawks win in 6. I really do. But we shall see. Shane, give us your first honorable mention, please, sir.
Well, I'm going to keep it on that NBA route. My first honorable mention is going to go out to the Charlotte Hornets for battling back after a rough, to say the least, first part of the year. Turning it around and finishing up with the play-in at number 9, kind of hosting Ben's Miami Heat. Be interesting to see how that matchup goes. But want to shout out LaMelo Ball and Con Kniffel. One, we've talked about Con a bunch on here. Rookie record of 273 3-pointers made this year. Which was the league leader, which second place, just right behind him is LaMelo Ball, with 271 3-pointers made this year. First duo to do it since Clay and Steph did it. So definitely want to shout out to them and say good luck in the playoffs coming up. A lot of people don't want to see them, so let's get after it.
I'm gonna tag on that too, Shane. I honestly, and Matt already said it. I think it comes to fruition. I think you guys win the play-in. I really do. I think you guys make it all the way to the A seed. I could even see you guys challenging Detroit at least 1, if not 2 wins. I really and truly believe it could happen.
Depends if Kay Cunningham is healthy or not, man.
Yeah,
if Kay Cunningham's
absolutely.
not there, you guys will definitely beat him. We'll definitely beat him easily if Kay Cunningham's not there.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm tagging along. I'm shouting out. Definitely. I'm riding that train, and it's hard because I'm an Atlanta Hawks fan, but I'm definitely riding
the hive should be buzzing with that home playing game.
Hey, we'll see. Ben, give us your first honorable mention, please, sir.
Yeah. My first honorable mention is going to go out to, if my father is watching the show right now, I don't know that he is, but if he is, he's going to have a heart attack by me mentioning this. But got to give a shout out to the men's Florida Gators baseball team for sweeping the Florida State Seminoles this year in baseball. For those of y'all that are keeping up, Florida State is a top 10 team in baseball.
Top 5.
Yeah, they're number 5. That last I checked. You know what the Florida Gators are ranked?
They ain't ranked.
They
ain't ranked. They barely got like a win.
They've been playing good ball though lately.
Yeah, but listen, they still got an uphill climb, man. But man, Florida Gators, I'm telling you, whenever we think of the Sunshine rivalry, we always think football. That's the first thing that comes to mind. But shoot, we're learning that the Sunshine rivalry doesn't stop it on the gridiron. It's taking place on the diamond as well. That's
right. Hey, absolutely. I can't believe you winning. I'm just kidding. No, Matt, give us your first honorable mention, please, sir.
You guys probably mentioned this a couple episodes ago, but since I wasn't here, it doesn't count.
Since I wasn't here, whatever.
Man. Shout out to the Atlanta Dream for trading for Angel Reese, man.
Yes, we talked about it briefly. Shane did actually.
Yeah, with Abe, yeah.
That front court, man, with Brittany Griner and Angel Reese.
She's not there anymore. She is playing with the Connecticut Sun.
Okay, cool. But Brittany Griner, Angel Reese, that's going to be big for Atlanta from a marketing standpoint. You got
they've already sold out all their allotted season tickets,
which is crazy, man. So from a marketing standpoint and from a rebounding standpoint, man, it helps them out, man. So shout out.
The me-bounds are A-bound, A-town bound.
Hey, look. She averaged 12 of them things. She averaged 12, almost 13 rebounds a game, man, as a rookie.
Hey, a double machine. Double machine.
Hey, yeah, 10 missed layups and 10 rebounds.
But you know what, though, also, Matt, when you admit,
Yeah.
unfortunately, you got to miss it. But Abe did say Atlanta's winning. They're going to win. They're in the win right now.
Yes.
I even texted him the other day and said, I know I have an idea of your thoughts, but thoughts on Brittany Garner going to leave? He goes, who? So she didn't really make she gave, and
Yeah,
she did enough for the dream.
Yeah, but I think Reese would do a lot more, man.
I think this is a good opportunity. And then also our guy Marcus even said that Chicago is a poorly run franchise. And yeah, they got a first round pick in next year's draft and in 28. But guess what? It don't matter if the Atlanta Dream going to win the WNBA. If they win it the next 2 years in a row, you're getting basically nothing out of it. So that could be a good, real good positive move for them. All right, my next honorable mention, shout out to the Atlanta Vibe professional women's volleyball team for yet a successful weekend. Now, I will tell you everybody also this. Matt's already picked on me about this, but because I'm Atlanta homer. But we are actually trying to get somebody from the Atlanta Vibe on. So if you know anybody at the Professional Women's Volleyball Federation, is more specifically with the Atlanta Vibe, let us know. We'd love to talk with them. Shane, give us your next honorable mention, please, sir.
My next honorable mention is going to go out to a young man, reigning NL Rookie of the Year, Mr. Drake Baldwin. Through 16 games this season, the say that he's coming off hot is an understatement. 5 home runs, 17 RBIs, 20 hits, 303 batting average.
Sean, who?
Definitely want to shout him out. The Braves are playing pretty decent, not struggling putting up runs so far this year. Of course, I don't think anybody is in the majors.
Unless you're the Oakland Athletics, then you're talking there. But
yeah,
you guys watched the game last night with the Atlanta Braves too? They absolutely destroyed the Cleveland Guardians.
Yeah, well, that's.
I hope we keep it up, man.
Yeah, definitely want to shout out to.
So let me ask you
Drake
this then, Shane.
Baldwin.
Do you think Baldwin sets the record for the most RBIs in a single season at this rate?
For a Braves catcher, quite possibly.
Yes. Ooh, I like it. And
quite
Baldwin
possibly.
is legit. He's legit. Sean Murphy, you need to go. You know what? Oakland, we would happily give you back Murphy.
I'm spouting off these stats, and they're like top 10, if not top 5, if not leading stats in these categories for the National League this year. So definitely look out.
Absolutely. All right, Matt, give us your second honorable mention, please, sir.
Yeah, man. My second honorable mention is going to go to the NL East. They're already showing us that it's going to be an interesting year. Right now, starting from the bottom up, we got the Mets at 7-9, Washington at 7-8, Philadelphia at 7-8, Miami at 8-8, and Atlanta at 10-6. So, that just kind of tells us, who knows who's going to end up where in the NL East. But if I was a betting man, I'll say Atlanta will come out on top.
Hopefully. Ben, give us your second honorable mention, please, sir.
Yeah. As y'all can tell by my banner behind me, big time Bama fan, at least in football, and have been for as long as I can remember. Shout out goes to Keelan Russell. And for those of y'all that are keeping track with, the spring, I know everybody's kind of caught up, NBA playoffs are right around the corner, and MLB is just getting started. We're about to enter into the College World Series, but there's been a lot of news in college football going around, not just Alabama, but you've got Ohio State spring training going on. Just a bunch of big news going out throughout the country. But I want to shout out a name by the name of Keelan Russell. He was the former #1 quarterback in high school last cycle. So he's a sophomore now, rising sophomore. He went 21 of 33 in the spring game. Throwing 4 touchdowns, leading his offense, and this is against the starting defense now, not against the second string. Leading the starting offense to 7 scores out of 9 drives. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's just a spring practice, Ben. No big whoop. Listen, I understand it's a spring practice, but if that brother can continue that pace, if we score 7 out of 9 drives every game,
that's a win.
Watch
You
out,
better
man.
watch out. You better watch out.
Watch out.
Absolutely.
And anybody who don't
I
know, man,
saw,
look up his tape. He is legit.
You better watch
I
out.
saw
If that
somewhere,
happens.
somewhere somebody reported is like they watched the spring game and they're like, that is a Madden cheat code
It
Hey,
is.
quarterback.
I
hey,
heard
you
that
know what he's
too. That
gonna do?
they
You
said
know
the
he's gonna
same
do at
thing. I
some
heard
point?
that too.
He's gonna win that Heisman, baby.
Hey, Ben, if you do that Heisman pose again, can you do the Heisman pose again, please? Come on, Ben.
I
the
can't do
Heisman
it. I'm
pose.
sitting down, bro.
My third honorable mention, Matt, I have to go out. I'm going to give a shout out to your boys. Congratulations goes out to Georgia Tech baseball for sweeping the number 5. It's so funny that Ben just mentioned this. The number 5 ranked Florida State Seminoles in a weekend series. That's huge. And also, I want to also tag on and say ESPN, FS1, Yahoo Sports, and CBS Sports have all said this. If you had to put every team right now in a hat, the team that you would constantly come up to as the team that is the dark horse that most likely has the best opportunities to either host a regional, a super regional, and even go to the World Series is Georgia Tech. Everybody has said the same thing. They are the most complete team right now. And if that's the case, yeah, better watch out. And my last one that I got to give a shout out to because Matt wasn't here when he heard this. Shout out to Oklahoma City. They have been awarded a UFL franchise. They will be hosting starting in 2028. UFL will be expanding to the Oklahoma City. So really excited on that one. So with that being said, Shane, give us your next honorable mentions, plural, sir.
Let's see. One of my last honorable mentions is going to go out to Ty Gibbs, grandson of NFL coach and owner Joe Gibbs. Won his first NASCAR Cup Series race this weekend at Bristol. It's his 3rd year in the series. A lot of people thought that it would come out, a little bit sooner than what it has come to. He's been in contention a bunch, but never really put it together. Not really one of my favorite guys out there, but glad to see him and the talent that he has get up there and get it done. Finally in his 3rd year and at a tough track, be at Bristol. And my last honorable mention is going to go out to the Virginia Tech Hokies softball team. They won 2 out of 3 against the Wahoos this weekend of UVA. And let's see, Softball America and On3 have them in their top 10 in the softball rankings, be it the record 36-6 on the season. They're looking pretty good. The offense staying hot. I don't think I've seen a game maybe in the last I think the last 8 out of 10 games they've scored at least 5 runs or more. So definitely great seeing the offense get going. And I'm always support those Hokies. So so let's go get them.
Ben, give us your final 2 honorable mention, please, sir.
I think it's the world of basketball. We're going to start off in college, and then we're going to go to the NBA. They mentioned by the name of Milan. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Milan Momcilovic led the NCAA in 3-point percentage this year. And if y'all never watched him play, holy cow, shooting 48%. And a lot of y'all may be saying, well, that's all well and good. He probably only shot like 40 times this year. No, he actually led the NCAA in 3-point attempts as well. So
48% too. Dadgum.
Yes, he's a forward too. He's not a guard. I think he's 6. I want to say 6'10", 6'9". He's a pretty decent sized fella. He has now entered the transfer portal. So whoever gets him, man, they might automatically
utilize
be
those 3-point
favorite.
shooters. Yeah, really.
Say what?
And what utilize those 3-point shooters? Dadgum.
I know it's hard enough to stop a good 3-point shooter, let alone when he's 6'9", 6'10".
Oh no, someone who shoots 48%, you ain't there. You have a better chance of winning the lottery than stopping someone who shoots darn near 50% from 3-point line.
Yeah.
And what's your last one?
Yeah. My last one, actually, I'm going to go to the NBA. I'm going to go a guy by the name of Kennedy Chandler. This is a point guard that plays for the Utah Jazz, and I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're saying. All the people that are watching, y'all haters, y'all be like, "Oh, come on, we're going to talk about the Jazz on the show." Yeah, we're going to talk about the Jazz. Listen, the Jazz are terrible. They might have the number 1 pick, but they have a point guard that I think, honestly, they should keep for the long term. Now, is he going to be an all-star level player? No, but now in the last few games, this is what he's averaging this year, right? He's averaging 13.9 points per game and 6.4 assists per game. Now, and shooting 43%. He was drafted 38 overall by the Memphis Grizzlies, and then he bounced around the league. He played for the G League. He played for, the Long Island Nets and the Raptors 905 between his stint with the Grizzlies and the Jazz. Now, why I'm mentioning this and why this is important is because that man, you will talk about a guy who has not given up. Talk about a guy who has not quit on his career, getting drafted, and then didn't really pan out his first year. A lot of players, they just fizzle out. When they go to the G League, they just fizzle out. You don't ever hear from them again. This guy, not him. He has now carved out a significant role for the Utah Jazz. And, like I said, all-star level player, absolutely not. But I think he's a guy that you absolutely can keep as a foundation piece, 100%. So the lesson here is keep trying, man. Don't quit.
Hashtag don't quit. Absolutely. Matt, give us your 2 final honorable mention, please.
I just got one more, but the time frame will be like it's 2 of them. I want to give a shout out to the New Orleans Pelicans. And the reason is because they have blessed the Hawks with so much, and I mean so much. They blessed us with a draft pick, the top 5, hopefully top 5 draft pick that we're going to get.
Top 1.
If it goes top 1, it goes top 1. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We'll still get a solid player. The top 10 of this draft is stacked, ladies and gentlemen. Any player that's going to go on in the top 10 will probably be close to an all-star type player. So that's perfectly fine. So shout out to them. But not only did they give us, smorgasbord of picks and players, they gave us Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker, for those who don't know, was the cousin of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as they grew up together.
He should have made the All-Star game.
He should have made the All-Star game, but, he will. But the thing why I highlight him is because, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people don't know he averaged 21 points a game for us this year, for the Hawks this year. It was a good complimentary piece to Jalen Johnson. But here's what stands out. Last year, Minnesota, all they needed was somebody to help create offense besides Anthony Edwards. That's all they needed, and they would have gone far. Last year, they had Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Well, I'm telling you, he's averaging 20 points a game for a playoff team right now. They had him just standing in the corner all game, just standing in the corner, watching Anthony Edwards dribble the basketball. I just like to preface that by saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So thank you, New Orleans. New Orleans, people forgetting Nickeil Alexander-Walker was drafted to New Orleans, spent some time with Utah, and then went to Minnesota, and then we signed him. We'd like to thank you guys, the Pelicans, the Jazz, and the Timberwolves, man, for discarding him and letting us get him for cheap. I think we got him on a 2 or 3 year deal. So
thank you.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what these Hawks do, but I also think the Hawks will, have a possibility of downing the Knicks, which would be so magical if they do.
Trey who?
Whoa! Now, hey! Now.
Atlanta is the only, and this is what Abe said too. By the way, hold on, Matt. Abe said this. Atlanta is. This was not in anybody's bingo card. Atlanta is the only team that everybody kept saying, "What's going to happen with Trey? What's going to happen with Trey?" Atlanta is the only team that gets rid of your high end playmaker and Trey Young, one of a potential good opportunities with Kristaps Porzingis that didn't pan out whatsoever because we knew it was not going to happen. But you get rid of Trey Young and the team got better. The team went on this magical run.
You know why? Because CJ McCollum's better.
Yes,
he's always been better. I said it.
It's true. But it was really cool that Abe said that, though. That Abe sat there and said that Atlanta did a really good thing by getting rid of Trey. They really did. They absolutely saved themselves.
McCollum is a better shooter than Trey Young, and he's bigger than Trey Young, of course.
And CJ McCollum's also a fan favorite at Atlanta.
And he's a better shooter.
Cheaper.
But cheaper. Trey Young is probably the best playmaker in the league. but that can only get you but so far. If you don't build around that playmaker a certain way,
or if they only stay in their ways and they don't want to broaden out to become more of a team-oriented player,
but it's not
you're limiting yourself too.
Look at Steve Nash. Steve Nash was with the Suns. They had Amari Stoudemire, Joe Johnson, Sean Marion. They had all-star talent around. They never put all-star talent around Trae Young, man. So I'm not going to say it was totally 100% Trae's fault, but I'm just going to say that the two sides never really clicked together. I'm just going to be respectful and say that. I'm not going to bash Trae Young unless we're in the playoff series against him. So
hey, what an amazing episode! Every episode obviously is amazing, but we also want to mention we do need your help. We are looking for someone to give us an additional either one or two topics that could become permanent segments on our show. Just need to write up a 1-paragraph summary and email them to Brandon Keeler. Shut up. Brandon Keeler on radio at gmail.com, or message us on all of our social media platforms. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. Just don't message Matt because you won't get a response. But get it to us by April the 26th. And if you win, we will announce that you're the winner. We will contact you the way you reached out to us. Matt will create an introduction for your time coming on and debating with us for one episode. And you will get either 1 or 2 shorts also for your time on the show. So thank you guys and good luck. So here is the upcoming episodes for the Sportz Nuts. Wednesday, April the 15th. Yes, it is tax day, but we still have sports. It is episode 217. Episode 218 is Friday, April the 17th. It is the third and final round of the Sportz Nuts NFL mock draft. Now we are joined, and it's so funny you said this too, Matt. Jerry is coming on again, and you're not going to be here this Friday because you got to work late. It's so funny. It's a third time in a row we're having this again. Oh my goodness. It's only Matt. That's just Matt on that one. And then episode 219 will be Monday, the 20th, episode 220, Wednesday, the 22nd. Now I will let you guys also know, I want to let everybody know also, the 1st of May, I believe it is, we have a very, very special guest coming on the show. He is the former president of a university. He is the former president of the University of Hawaii. His name is Mr. Ben J. He now lives in Ohio, getting to spend time with his grandkids, but still has rich ties to the state of Hawaii. So really excited to have him come on. We are close to getting Coach Devin Bice of now the University of West Georgia football team to come on. We're really excited about that one. We are waiting to hear back. I did hear back from Fernando Mendoza because of what's going on. We are not able to get him on. I pushed tooth and nail. Trust me, I did. But unfortunately, because the draft is coming up, he's not going to be able to come on. I'll try again after to see if I can get him to come on. It would only be for 10 minutes, so we'll know on that one. We are waiting to hear back from LeVar Arrington's reps about possibly coming on the show again. We will be also joined this Wednesday by our good friend Tony Gladstone. Remember, we always have him come on every other Wednesday, so he'll be joining us. Really excited about that one. So with that being said, for everybody who tuned tonight, who will tune in the coming days, and our international audience, thank you so much. Ben, give your real quick final goodbyes, please.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for tuning into the show. It's just, it's nothing but love over here. And, and we really appreciate this love and support that y'all show us consistently, show in, show out. And thank y'all for helping us grow. It means the world. And everybody be safe out there. God bless, and have a good night.
Matt, give your final real quick goodbyes, please.
Yeah, guys, don't get flagged in the game of life. Follow the rules. Stay innocent.
I love that. Very simple and simplistic. All right, Shane, give us your final quick goodbyes, please, sir.
Oh yeah, well, as Ben mentioned, man, we appreciate everybody out there, especially now with the 6,500 plus subscribers on YouTube.
6,600 today.
Okay, yeah. Well,
come on, Shane, keep up.
Hey, man, I can only check it so much, man.
Hey, at least we've come to our show.
But definitely appreciate everybody doing that. Also out there listening on 95.5 KFCE down there in Texas, man. We really do appreciate y'all letting us binge here for a little while. But as always, may the good Lord bless you. Peace, love, and bacon grease.
Peace, love, and bacon grease. And as I always tell you, peace up, A-Town, down Y. You guys have a fantastic, it is the greatest sports city there is, but you guys have a fantastic evening. We'll see you on Wednesday. Until then, enjoy this great outro. Goodbye.
Bye.